slash in her eye is really white roots, and each line in her skin is really red roots. And the neck her head's on is a tunnel of dawn, and darkness will come, and darkness will come for sure. It's gonna come. I love that song, man. It's so funny. I don't know, like they used to play it on the little the preview and movie gallery, and I like stop whatever I'm doing. Like I'll be putting out DVDs by customers and stuff. I'll be putting stuff on the shelf and just stop. And darkness. I'll just start singing like I don't know, like I'm chanting some, I don't know. It seems creepy though, but it's a cool little song. It's called Insect Eyes by some dude, dude, Devendra Banhart or somebody I've never heard of, but I googled it, so that's where I know. This movie, Hills Have Eyes, Part 2. It was about these hills with eyes in them, and it killed people. Like, I don't know, I liked it, but the first one was more original. Like, the story was, I don't know, this one was different. It was more generic, I guess. It started out, it was so funny. This girl's laying up there and she's having a baby, and the baby, like, you hear her screaming, trying to push it out, and she looks like she's been laying there forever because her teeth are all gummy and yellow, and her toenails are like this, like, ah. They start breaking off as she's like pushing the baby out, and the baby, I'm not making this up. This is something I was thinking, but it happened. It was one of those occasions where I'm thinking something crazy. The baby punched out, and she starts hollering, and the baby just punches and pulls away out, and then one of the Hills Have Eyes goobers comes up there and like grabs the baby by the head and snatches him out, umbilical cord and all. Then he yanks the placenta. It was gross, but it's pretty cool. I mean, the whole movie was gross. You should have known that coming into it. And look, oh crap, it's unrated. Looks like they drew it on there with a marker before they shipped it, but yeah, it's unrated. Maybe that's blood. Maybe that's what that's supposed to. I don't know. But I did, from being in the military, every time I see a movie now with like the Army in it, even if it is National Guard, like was the case with this movie, I don't like it because either A, it's completely wrong, like they get everything wrong. I mean, they have the uniforms, but still, everything's just always wrong. Or they go over the top with it, like the soldiers act too much like they think a soldier would act. No, trust me, nothing, not even close, man. I don't know who advised them on the military aspects, but whatever. I hated the sergeant guy. He was so, I would have told him to step off, like there's no way I would have listened. No way, man. You can't get by running some stuff like that. They were too hardcore. I was like, no, this is over the top. Chill out, dude. You would get mutinied in a heartbeat. Your soldier would not do anything you said. Trust me. I know from experience. And then what are you gonna get done? Nothing, because soldiers run the Army. That's right. Whatever. I'm retired. I'm a veteran. I'm a war veteran. None of this. I don't care what they do now. Whatever. Okay, back to the movie. They're out doing this little squad is out doing some rigorous training that looked too expensive for any army to be doing in America. But they were doing this stuff, and they had to drop off supplies on their way back to camp at this top secret location. Yeah, right. No way they would assign them that. Never mind. Still off topic. Okay, it happened. Wes Craven said so. They went there to drop it off, and everybody was dead at the post, or disappeared actually. They were gone, like magic. Magic man. Now you see me? Now you don't. And it's Talladega Nights for those not in the know. And of course that hardcore old sergeant, hey, we gotta form up a search and rescue mission and go out there and find them. Oh crap, with no communication, no nothing. Yeah, let's do that. Who does that? And then of course he decides to leave the two worst soldiers I've ever seen, real or not, non-fiction, or well, actually I've seen some pretty real ones that were bad, but in a movie he left the worst two he could have picked back, because they ended up getting their weapons stolen and their truck blown up, and I don't know. The guy went in the porta crapper, and anybody that's been to Iraq knows you take your weapon inside with you. This dude, of course, left it right outside, and some dude reached up out of the toilet to grab him, and of course, his weapon ended up disappearing. Whatever. But they go looking for these people up in the mountains, up in the hills, the ones with the eyes, and they go looking for them, and most of them die, and then at the end, and there wasn't really any twist at the end. I mean, I don't think. What happened? I don't even remember, because it was kind of disappointing. I don't know. I mean, it was gory. The mutants were cool. They had actually characters to them. There was like Chameleon. He was this one dude that kind of blends in. He had like half his back was like a rock, and he could blend on the rocks and stuff. And I don't know. There was one named Hades. He was like the leader of them. It was kind of cool. They had the whole. You could actually. I mean, you can't relate to him, but you could identify with them. I don't know, something like that. They at least had characters, and then they weren't just some random mutants killing people. It wasn't as good as the first one though. But that happens. The end. I don't remember what happened. I remember it being dumb. I do remember that, because I watched the alternate ending too, and it was dumb too. And I don't remember, but you'll watch it anyway. So yeah, check it out. I watched the special features, and they were showing like how they made up the monster, the mutants, and they were showing the actors talking without makeup. And there was one of them, it didn't look like they had too much work to do getting them to go from man to mutant. It was this guy was already mutant-like, if you know what I'm saying, X-Men style. And that was it. The movie was okay. I mean, it was gross, it was gory, and it was cool. There was a lot of cool effects. Hated the sergeant, hated all the soldiers. They were crap soldiers, but they were National Guard. What do you expect? Losers. I'm gonna get hate mail for that, but whatever. I don't care. Nobody watches this anyways. Yeah, that was it. Wes Craven, stay away from writing. You suck at it. Direct a movie or something, but don't write. I think it's because his son helped. I think it's Jonathan Craven, his son. They got the same last name, and one looked older than the other, so I'm guessing they're like son and pop. But I don't know who did the majority of the